not coming out and showing this. And that's what the CAA has been saying. And this is the thing, is everyone's saying, oh my God, this is getting worse. And it's not. The actual accident rates are going down. They're saying, oh, it's worse than drunk driving, but the actual rate is not. If you actually look at theirs, and I'm just speaking of what I heard the other day.
All right.
And it made a lot of sense. I keep hearing, oh, no, it's contributing to distracted driving. Well, that's just the cop on the side of the road doing what's the things right there, not after the investigation and everything.
Maybe it also has to do with the fact that they're getting more and more people while they're doing it. I think your point is well taken on that one, but I appreciate the call. Thank you for your patience as well. Time for one more before we get to the news. All right. By the way, telephone number is 386-1161, star 1070 on cell. Josephine, go ahead.
All right. I had 10 days of driving from Florence Lake into Jubilee Hospital every day
Yes.
to see my husband.
Yes.
I finally was so fed up of watching these stupid young people texting and driving, and the women, of course, having their phone.
Yes.
So I phoned the West Shore RCMP, and I spoke to a lady there, the non-emergency, and said something has to be done because it's absolutely insane. The young people that I saw driving and texting.
All right, so did they do anything about it?
She said, well, we tried. And then to top it all off, 2 weeks ago, my sister was parked on the side of the road on Glasgow, minding her own business, and she was rear-ended at 50 kilometers an hour by a texting young driver.
All right, appreciate the input on that one. Thank you, Florence, for that. And I know that we read a piece here from one of our listeners just last week that was telling us that they got rear-ended on their truck by somebody who was texting, and they didn't get hurt, but they smashed the grill of the other car. All right, we'll be back with you. It's interesting. We'll be back with you right after we take a break here for the news headlines, and we'll update you right now with Adam Sterling. Okay, Adam, take it away.
Thank you, Terry. We'll start on the campaign trail. NDP leader Tom Mulcair continues his swing through BC today. He's weighing in, saying that Canada needs to do more to help massive numbers of refugees that are fleeing Syria and Iraq. Mulcair calls it the worst humanitarian crisis we've seen since the Second World War. Prime Minister Stephen Harper says Canada is the single largest recipient per capita of foreigners of any country in the world in terms of accepting refugees. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau says his party will do more than double the number of refugees Canada could take in if it forms the next government. One-time Manitoba cabinet minister who challenged Premier Greg Selinger has decided to focus on federal politics now. A source with the New Democrats, I should say, says Erin Selby will announce this week that she will seek the federal party nomination in the riding of St. Boniface, St. Vital. Selby was the province's health minister until last fall. She and 4 other senior ministers called on Selinger to resign. That prompted a leadership race, which Selinger ended up surviving in the end. And believe it or not, there is still no power for about 3,500 BC Hydro customers after that huge windstorm tore through last weekend, creating what the utility says is the largest outage in BC history. Winds gusting up to 80 kilometers per hour on Saturday toppled trees. They damaged transmission lines. You saw pictures of crushed cars coming from the mainland. BC Hydro is calling in crews from as far north as Fort St. John right now. Rain has saturated the soil in some locations, so heavy equipment can't even get into these areas to repair the transmission lines in some of these remote locations. That is CFAX 1070 News to 447. CFAX 1070 weather, we are expecting these, chance of hail like we saw earlier, as well as a risk of a thunder shower taper off this evening to partly cloudy skies, lows of 10 degrees. Taking a look at the roads, no major accidents to report right now. We saw a tweet from Malahat Fire earlier saying they were investigating reports of lightning strikes possibly causing fire near the road. No major backups on the Malahat to report right now. We do see backups in the Florence Lake area heading out of town as per usual. And of course, the Mackenzie intersection, everything's stopped dead for many kilometers in every direction from there as per usual, but it looks like it's just volume delays. If you see anything in traffic, star 1070, a free call on your wireless device, or call the newsroom direct, 250-381-6397, hands-free. I'm Adam Sterling. Your next news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens on CFAX. It's 447.
Join the CFAX conversation on Facebook. The Drive with Terry Moore on CFAX 1070.
The Drive with Terry Moore is brought to you by
Fairway Market. Taste the world. Flavorful foods from over 50 countries. Only at Fairway Market.
This is the Wagon Bubble, brought to you by Ram Trucks.
Make more explosive plays. That item has been at the top of Jeff Tedford's wish list since the beginning of the season and is a big reason behind the Lions' personnel adjustments heading into tomorrow night's rematch with the Alouettes. CFL statisticians define big plays as runs in excess of 20 yards and receptions of 30 yards or more. For BC's first 8 games...